Amir, how was your first season with the Sixers?
Um, Unbelievable. Um, First class organization, um, staff to players to the fans. Um, it was probably one of the greatest seasons I've played through my 13-year career, and you know, it was awesome, man. It was fun. Um, it was great.
Amir, can you describe playing for? I'm right here.
Okay.
Describe playing for Brett Brown. You've played for a lot of coaches in your career. What was it like to play for Brett Brown and play in this system, and what were your impressions of him?
Um, Great coach, man. I like how he just had everything in order, right away. Like it was just set in stages for us. Like he just had everything planned out, and he definitely had his preparation on point. From the summertime for training camp to the season, all the way to the end, and to have a coach and have all these players buy in to what he's preaching is definitely a great coach. And as the season went on, you can tell how good of a year we had for these players to gel and have a great year like we had. And that's special. And he definitely did a great job this year.
Amir, for you personally, how tough was it? Minutes were kind of lower as the playoffs went on. How tough was that for you to handle that situation?
Not at all. Just being the vet I am, cheering on my teammates, seeing stuff I've seen in the game, playing in previous playoffs. Trying to help my teammates out. No, it wasn't tough at all. Playoffs is basically like a chess match. You use different pieces, use different players, and I think our staff did a great job using the pieces we had.
Amir, what does the future hold for you this summer and next season, and what was the tone of your exit interview?
It was very positive tone. This summer for me, my son's birthday is coming up June 3rd. Probably start planning his birthday. Anybody have kids around here? Anybody heard of Peppa Pig? There's a Peppa Pig world in London. My daughter looked up on her iPad. I'll probably go to London and go to Peppa Pig world. And I'll probably take my lady wine tasting in Napa. Never been there, so it should be interesting. And I'll probably start working out, after that. And get ready for a phone call. I'll be my summer.
Amir, say you're waiting for a phone call. Is that a phone call about free agency? And if so, who would you like that phone call to be from?
Just to see, I totally understand the business side, and whatever the Sixers do in free agency, I just gotta wait to see what they do, and hopefully I can be back in this organization because I definitely love it here. My family loves it, and we'll see what happens from there.
Amir, you described here again in the middle. You described the playoffs as a chess match. I mean, how much of it does come down to coaching and X's and O's versus the players executing on the floor?
It's everything. Every little detail matters in the playoffs, and we watch a ton of film. Like I think film is the biggest part of playoffs on watching what gets us easy baskets or what gets us open shots, and definitely we watch a ton of that, and that has a lot to do, with figuring out how can we win games.
Amir, what type of role do you want to have next year, though? I mean, do you just want to be a veteran leader, into the bench guy, or do you want to play?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's why we train. We definitely want to play. you know, whatever I can contribute, you know, to a team, you know, I'm definitely willing to help, and I feel like I did a great job. Even more helping with this team, you know, get to goals, and you know, I just prepare myself every year, you know, make sure I'm tip-top shape, make sure I, you know, injury-free. You know, that's what I look forward to most in this season, you know, stay healthy, and just to make sure I take care of my body.
Been around the league for a while. What do you think the future holds for Ben and Joel, and what stood out to you about the way that they handled themselves and the team this season?
Well, the future's bright. I mean, those players right there are unbelievable, man. Very skilled, and I mean, you can say to them as much as you want. You know, you got to do this, or if you do this or that, but it really has to be up to them. You know, how great do they want to be? I mean, they're very skilled, but if they could definitely elevate their game to another level. And yeah, I know you hear Joe say it to himself, like, I'm the best big. You know what I mean? I'm the best defender all the time. But, you know, it's definitely going to be up to them to put in the work to be the greatest, especially for Ben. And, you know, the sky's the limit for those guys. And it was just a joy playing with them and watching them. And they're going to be great, man. Like, people are going to definitely look up to those two guys, especially.